So let's talk about the scene.
First of all, it's in our blood.
All we wanted to do was rock out, get high, get laid.
It's a haze. In the 90s, you had bands like
Monster Soup,
Taste of Garlic,
Wishbone Bush,
Feared Alien Voodoo.
Dive.
The Hates.
Hands down, Dead Horse.
And this was like the heyday of the metal years.
the complete absence of commercial ambition.
All right, it's time to go, man, before this fucking thing gets up in my face.
All right, so we're gonna do some Q&A now. Jada, do you want to come join me, or Ron or Robbie or anybody else? Yeah. So I guess I'll start off the Q&A with asking you guys about how long did it take you to put all this together? I mean, it's a lot of work and a lot of old pictures and bands and things like that.
We worked on it for about 2 years. I think it was about 2, right? Yeah, Heath came up with the idea with Jay, and they brought me in, and after they brought me in, it still was 2 years from that. So probably 2.5.
And I know you guys had a lot of, I mean, this is a shorter version from the one I've seen, so I know that there's a lot of bands that you unfortunately had to cut, or a lot of footage that had to be cut to make it shorter, because there's so much in there. But I remember you guys talking about maybe having a possibility of like an online resource for archive material. Do you think that's something that can still happen? Or?
Well, the only problem that we ran into that was getting the proper rights. Because a lot of people have footage, but they never have the paperwork. So we want to do it, but you know, if we can get someone to sign the paper that says, I own this, then we'll do it. That's been the hardest part. What do you think, Jay?
Yeah, because when we were, you know, I worked for a PBS station in New Orleans, and they were ready to run it, and I'm like, wait, I have to make sure everything is cleared, and I have to, you know, we actually had to get an entertainment lawyer, because I was so freaked out, and I would call Robbie like 50 times a day, and like, dude, what am I gonna do? What are we gonna do here? So we had to get a lawyer to handle everything, and like, so if it ever was like on TV or something like that, they all have to like come back with more paperwork than what we have, and we have like a file cabinet filled with ridiculous release forms and things like that. So it was kind of scary. And
if nothing else, we do want to try to do an archive of the old flyers at least, because I made most of them through the years. So that would be cool. So if you know anyone that has that kind of stuff, have them email us. We'd love to put that on our website.
And I guess I just really have to ask you guys, like, it's, doing this is a very nostalgic thing, obviously, and when you come back and do it again, or you see these things and you play all the showcases that you guys did in the last couple of years to fund the movie, to put the movie out, and then it finally premieres a few months ago, and it's a really good crowd, and it's a sold out crowd. Do you guys have any future plans, like for your bands, or anything going on from there?
Well, we recorded a CD that we actually started years ago and finished it. Redid a bunch of stuff to release for this, which was nice. And we have, we do pickup shows here and there. We'll probably play a few more. As I know some of the other bands, like 30 Foot still plays all the time. I know these guys have played a couple more shows with Taste of Garlic, so if the opportunity's there, I would say sure. That's your guys' thoughts.
I want to work on the cut of this film where we, because we had just ideas we couldn't use for the version we wound up with. We didn't get Bruce Campbell, he just wouldn't commit. We had to cut out like this car chase scene, all the pyrotechnics, none of that worked out. So we're just going to overhaul, start all over, and it'll be a much different movie. It's not even going to be about Houston, we're going to call it something else.
That's part 2.
Well, I'm actually started working with Poor Dumb Bastards, doing a little thing with them, and we actually, all three of us kind of talked about, because in the making of this, dealing with musicians, you know, can be kind of hard, and so we kind of like thought about something while dealing with this monster, but it's been fun, and I just want to apologize for the color that was on here, because it's not what it looks like, and it's been freaking me out the whole time, and I have stress over everything, and so yeah, it looks better on but like the color was blown out, and I was like flipping, but Robbie had to talk me off the edge, but no, it's you know, we hope to, you know, get it on Netflix, you know, we're trying, and, you know, other things like that, but I think we're gonna play like another big type thing that, because Robbie used to book all the things, a lot of the big things back then, like that You Ain't Punk thing, the You Ain't Punk show back then, which was, it sold out fits every time. And so, like now, happening in Houston now, you know, we're gone. I live in New Orleans, Robbie lives in LA, and Brent still lives in Houston, and like they just all of a sudden started doing this You Ain't Punk thing, and Robbie came up with that actually, and Robbie and so we're like, you know, we're gonna do this all over again, because when we had the premiere at Rice, and you guys know, I mean, you guys worked it and did everything, and a lot of promotion on that one behind it, so we plan to do another big show again, and you know, just keep pushing it, you know, the movie, because in Houston it's pushing real good. Yeah, Brent said.
I know we only have a few more minutes, so does anyone in the crowd have any questions they want to ask before I close this out? Anyone? Anyone? Favorites? All right, and there are DVDs on the table. Guys, I really want to thank you guys for coming down, and man, it's been a pleasure to see it again. And like I said, we've grown with the movie. We've seen it in its making phases, and we've done tons of interviews. So I'm really not even sure what to ask you at this point, because I know all the stories, and I think they're great. And oh, really?
I'm wrapping up another movie called By the Soles of Our Feet that we're hoping to submit to you guys next year, so keep an eye out for that.
And you know, once again, I'm just watching it again and laughing. I mean, there's some really great moments. So it was a really great movie, and thank you guys so much. And that's When We Rolled H Down, guys. Great movie, and thanks a lot.